Hi everybody, welcome to the stream. I hope you guys are having a good day today. Just give me a little moment just to let people know I am live now. But yeah, but I hope you guys are doing all right. I hope you guys are having a good day so far. Let me just jump on the mic. Not general, live draw, conform. There we go, just in case someone might pop by later on. Hey guys, how you all doing today? I'm James about the Lost Soul. I hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. Anyways, by the way, if you want to check out my manga series about the Lost Soul, I do have them as ebooks on Amazon and Google Books. If you want to have them, if you want to have physical copies, please come directly to me via Instagram so we can talk more about it. Obviously, just keep in mind postage and packaging is a thing. So if you want to buy my books, obviously that's the way to do it. Obviously, also I do have a subtotal goal here. So what it's for is every time we hit a goal post, the first one will obviously be like a monthly giveaway of all my prints, and then the more obviously subs and monthly donations I get, the bigger the prizes will be. I do have a goal. And I think I might do like a scrolling list so you guys can see literally what we're doing. So I will be doing that soon, so you don't see just the one of our goal posts, you see all the milestones that we're looking into. But anyways guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Let's begin, because I believe that's it for us for now, because I don't have any con announcements. Oh, I do have some new followers. So Copy Alan, Wiley Kit, Mikey AES91, and Nagi Coyote. Thank you all for the follows, you absolutely awesome people. And let's get started with the stream. Hello. So today we will be continuing with the Immortals theme, obviously, because now we are doing Ares of the Immortal group. So we're going to zoom in on Ares. We did just start him like last stream before last, because obviously last stream we did D&D, which was actually quite a fun stream last time. Obviously I was completely knackered as DM, so if I did make any mistakes, actually this will be probably a shout out to Manga Etc. I do apologize for the mistakes I made, because he pointed out a load of mistakes I made with his character. I do apologize, mate. It was just literally, I have to admit, I was very tired, and I was trying to keep track of everything while being tired. So I did actually apologise to my players beforehand. I'm apologise because literally I'm knackered from decon, and literally I'm not even kidding you. Like literally, I think we were talking about this on stream. I literally did a Wednesday to Friday shift, and then straight after Friday shift, I went straight to con to set up. I was doing con for 2 days straight, and then I was doing the 4-leaf clovers, even though I had a little bit of a lie-in. But I was just mentally dead. Like physically, I was fine by then because I had a bit of a long rest. But I was dead as a dodo. My wife can confirm that, couldn't you? I was really. My brain cells are just gone. But yeah, thank you so much for saw that, and it's just like, and I know I said mercy kill to the dog, but it was a bit like. I know everyone felt sympathy for the dog. I was a bit like, well, what do I do? How do I do this? Stuff like that. So, you know, as a DM, the thing is, I think what people, I'm going to be honest, honestly need to appreciate is when I'm playing another player's character on their behalf, I'm keeping track of not just them and what they're doing, but the world and that. So, yeah, I literally had to scan through. I should have remembered Second Wind, honestly, because literally... I've played fighters once before, so there was no excuse on that one. I should have literally gone, oh yes, I played fighter. Hold on, what's this doing here? Get out of here, you. Get out of here. Anyways, sorry, that was distracting me. But yeah, so literally I had to keep track of his abilities. I was keeping track of Cerberus. I was keeping track of Bill obviously, I was going to say, he said Bill Gates there. For some reason, yeah, Bill Gates is in the Victorian times. But as you can see, like, literally, I had... When you're a DM, like I say, you are keeping track of in-world events as well. I know people go, well, hold on a minute here. What in-world events? It's like, So what I normally do as a DM while, and this is in my head mostly, and I've got some stuff on notebook, but while the players are doing stuff, whatever events they missed or whatever events they may gone past or whatever, yeah, do happen in the background. And I'm keeping track of that. I'm keeping track of what happens at the same time and what they're doing. I know it sounds really dumb, but trust me, like, a lot of DMs with their own worlds, and when they build up their worlds, like, you do keep track of a lot of things at once. So, but I do apologize to Manga Social. Like, the second win thing was no excuse. Like I say, yes, I was really tired, but like I said, I played fighters like twice in one shot before, so I should have remembered that ability, honestly, straight off the bat. But to be honest, I have to admit, my primary builds are barbarians. I have to admit, like, barbarians, I'm very click. Yeah, I know what to do, unless it's a subclass I don't know. I think second class I know more about is wizards, but that's thanks to my friend's campaign and me playing as Polka Dot Yellowbeard. So yeah, it's crazy, man. And oh, by the way, guys, like, I'm not sure if you heard, but literally just a few hours ago, Queen Elizabeth II literally passed away. So RIP for her. At least she's reunited with her husband now, and I think honestly, I think as soon as her husband passed away, I think that was it, honestly, because, you know, but at least she gets to be with her husband now. So I think that's there's a little bit of a positive coming out of it. So, you know, that's, as much as I feel bad for her passing away, at the same time a bit like, might have been for the best, because literally, you know, I think she did miss her husband terribly, and the fact that, you know, it was you could tell she was quite sad, and after everything that's happened, like, for her, I think it's just it's nice to her to be reunited now. And, you know, she's been a long-serving queen, and, you know, she has been a mechanic for literally the World War II. So she's lived her life, man. She like unlike most monarchs, she's lived a good life, and we can't even fault her for that. So which is crazy. Like, you know, when you talk about monarchs and what they've done for the country, it's like, Queen Elizabeth must be one of the more active monarchs in our history. The only other one I could remember being that active and getting their arms dirty, not even close though, is like Queen Elizabeth I, and that's when she obviously did the whole Armada thing against the Spanish, and it's like, holy crap. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus, she's lived a long life though. Like, that's the crazy part. She has lived a very, very long life. And even then, it's crazy, man. Like the thing she's done throughout her life is, apart from obviously nearly getting the Sex Pistols, I think, was there like a point in history where she nearly got Sex Pistols executed or something because of the song God Save the Queen? I remember hearing that rumor one time. I was like, nah, couldn't be, because it was outlawed by then. But yeah, it was like, there's some stuff like that going on. But yeah, it's crazy, man. She has done a lot with her life, and I think it was her time to rest now, honestly, because you know, despite everything. But, you know, God rest the Queen, as they say. But also, new king coming in literally straight after her. Obviously, we got Prince Charles, who, well, we should say, actually, I know there's still a coronation to come, but King Charles, Jesus, that's a weird thing to say. It's like, oh my God, we got a new king as well, and it's going to be him. And it's like, we always known him as prince, and now it's like, he's a king now. It's like, holy shit. That's crazy. Like, I'm never going to get used to that, honestly. I probably will, but, like, in my head, it's a bit like, he's always, you know, he's always been Prince Charles and not, you know, King Charles. So that's going to be a pretty weird one. Sorry, my brain's just like, that is going to be weird. And to be honest, it was a shock to me, actually, because I thought, to be honest, she was getting ill and that, and I was going to give her, like, you know, at least a couple of months, or at least a couple of weeks at bare minimum, before she passed. But the fact she just passed, like, click of a finger, man. It was crazy. Like, shit, that was absolute craziness. Like, even I'm like, damn, motherfucker. But yeah, so sorry, I still can't get over that. It's just craziness, dude, craziness. Anyways, guys, I hope we're all doing well so far. And like I say, today we are doing Ares. Ares, or also known as Guan Yu, all those other names of war gods. His element is fire, by the way, because obviously he had the flames of war and all that. And I thought, well, that would best suit Ares, Mr. Hot Temperament. I think, to be honest, I want to put Guan Yu in, like, sorry, well, his name, that is technically the correct name. My tabby went a bit weird then. So yeah, if we do it about there, I think there would do the trick. Yeah, I think there would do the trick. Because we've got like the spear. Well, it's not a spear, it's more like a glaive? Glaive, is it called? Yeah. And then just sort of obviously model it after the flame symbol. There we go. And then obviously what we're going to do is just do that, and then we can curve the blade, because it's like a long sort of it's like a sword blade, almost like a part katana. I know, is it called a glaive? I can't remember what it's called. I need to look up my names. It's like I've looked up names for these weapons. It's like I thought that was pretty cool. We do that, yeah, because I want to make sure that looks pretty cool. There we go. Awesome. And then obviously, awesome. Yeah, and then the end of the spear should be there, and then his wing. Looking at that curve. So we need to treat it as a wing, so we need to do it like that, because that's on his left side. Just need to double check that again. Awesome. So we just do that. Yeah, awesome. You've been going downstairs. You tired, my little bunny?
No.
Just want to chill. You want to bring the Switch down? Because I got a Super Mario Odyssey. It's part of my wife's sick kit. Didn't I? Got you a bit of a sick kit. Because, oh, shut up. So essentially, I got her a dairy milk chocolate bar. What's it? Dairyland cookies. Why have I said Dairyland? Dairyland. And then I stuck in like Super Mario Odyssey in the game. So, but yeah, so my wife is very happy right now because she gets to play Super Mario Odyssey. Because she loves her Mario games. So that was my sick kit to her. So, but she's worth it. Yeah. My wife just went. Try not to throw up. But yeah. So, anyways, part 2. Right, we're gonna make that a 7 point. Because that was a little too thick. Anyways, and then what we do is we'll get the nose. Actually, what was his nose like? Yeah, it was pointed anyway. So, suck it. And then, did I give him a little bit? No, I didn't make his face bored. So what I did was, actually, with his clothing, I mixed a mixture of Spartan and sort of like Chinese-ish armor, just to kind of get that sort of vibe, like Chinese/Spartan vibe together. So you got that sort of like Guan Yu vibe as well. So you got like that's why it's like kind of shaped kind of like a Spartan spear. Also, it's got this like glaive at the end of it, which I thought would be a pretty. Hey, Mikey boy, have you got your tab open at work? Oh, Panda, got your tab open at work. Alright, sorry, my brain just went what, and then I just realised it's your work. It's like I'm not at work. You confused me, Mikey boy. Ooh. Sorry, but But yeah. Oh god, to be honest, it's not that hard to confuse me, mate. I'm not gonna lie. So perhaps you might need some more brain food. To be honest, like, so I've been working. I literally came from work, had dinner, and then I'm streamed. So, but also I've been looking after my wife as well because she's not been well, bless her. But I did like I said, I did get a sick kit together. I got her like her favorite chocolate bar, favorite crisps, her favorite cookies, and Mayo Odyssey to get her through sickness. Yes, I did buy her a computer game to get her through her sick days, because you know you got to when you have a half ill, you got to get some bits. But yeah, oh dear, best wishes for her recovery. I think she'll be fine. It's just like I say, she's just got like a bit of a major cold, basically. But yeah, so I gave her a little sick kit to sort of get her through it. You know, because you know I know how it feels to not, because she's like me. She's one of those people. She really, really, really hates it when she's ill, because it just means she doesn't get shit done and stuff like that, or she doesn't get to do things, because I hate being inactive as hell as well. And when you get really inactive, you know, it's not great. But yeah, no, so I got a little sick kit to go through it. So, like I say, because Husbandino's got her back. So what I've got to do is I'm going to have to turn this shield a little bit, because I just realised the way he's holding it, that shield's not angled right. And this is why I made this line as well, is so... and I need to make that shield bigger, because I just realised that shield needs to be bigger, because it needs to be from elbow to hand. But yeah, just realised like the shield's not big enough, because I forgot Spartan shields are actually a little bit bigger than that. Needs to cover the elbow and the hand, sort of like easily, like about there, and then we have to make that a little bit smaller. Oh, okay. I was very well about the other half bit, but I've been with the wifey for 5 years now, so but work calls, so I'll be lucky and pick an occasion. That's fair enough, man. I don't want to distract you enough to get you into trouble, so you do your work, man. You be good boy, do work. Oh, you got my workshop for tomorrow.
Oh, is that for tomorrow?
Yeah.
It's still upstairs, I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, that's for tomorrow. I forgot to bring it up this morning. I derped, so I had to wear like my one from yesterday. Yes, I'm a skank. Get used to it. Because I didn't want to wake you up.
Oh, you dirty boy.
Yeah, I forgot I had one upstairs, so...
You dirty boy.
Yes, I'm a very dirty boy.
I would not mind you.
Sorry?
I would not mind you.
I know, but I just didn't want to wake you up because you were ill. I was trying to be good husband, Rachel. Let husband be good husband.
Silly husband.
Sorry?
Silly husband.
Yeah.
We don't do things.
Sorry?
We don't do things.
What?
You're doing things.
My D&D books? They're there.
Yeah.
Like, right next to me. Why? What do you want them for?
Just want to play Star
Oh, God, this is exciting, people.
Wars.
She wants to play his handbook.
Excited.
Why do you want to play his handbook?
I like reading it. I like playing it. I like reading it.
She wants on.
Reading like that.
In other words, Rachel wants to read it so she can think up the most broken build, so when she finally plays it, she gets to break me with it.
No, when I play it, you know what to do.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do before doing stuff.
But to be honest, that is a good choice. Play his handbook, me lovely. There you go. That was a bit of a weird one. She just went, "Where's my D&D books?" I was like, "Right next to me." I want the player's handbook. Oh, okay. You're not allowed the DM's guide
Yeah.
because you know all my tricks otherwise, and that's not a good thing.
Make it fun.
Well, to be honest, I can homebrew stuff because a part of D&D is obviously I make sure, as long as it's balanced, I can homebrew it essentially. you know, like the no revival rule for VTLS. But you can transfer a soul into another corpse. Yeah, cool, see? Sorry? so you get yourself killed and a cat killed just so you become a cat. Fuck my life. Thank you for the redeem, mate. I'm drinking right now. Can't believe that. Oh god. This is why I love my wife, guys. She's a nerd like me. Because if anybody wants a nerd like me, do. Alibaba had his 40 fibs. And Critic Role had his major players. Right, so we're going to do this whole body thing. Because I have a sneaking suspicion that arm is... Yeah, I thought so. That arm was way too long. So that means that sphere... Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, something ain't right with that measurement. And I was right. That arm was way too long. So that means, yeah. So that means that arm should have been there, which means the hand should have been there. That sphere should have been like, yeah. Thought so. You know when you look at something, you go, something ain't right. And I know it ain't right because my brain is like, my brain was reading at me like, no, too much like, this is not right. Make it right. I was like, shut up, brain. And then I just realized, like, nope, brain's correct. Brain, this time round, brain was correct. Brain did it. But again, Blitz, I am so sorry about me playing your character a little bit wrongly. It was like, I just didn't know what to do. Sometimes at that point, it's a bit like, yeah, I think he would kill the dog, but I didn't want to do it just in case you may had like a bit of a soft side. Because the problem is, when Blitz comes on, I don't know if sometimes he might go, oh yeah, I've got a bit of a soft side for animal. Like, to be honest, I don't know. Because some players have very specific ways of doing things. Like, sometimes they're cruel-hearted bastards, but when it comes to animals, it's a bit like, you know. So, like I say, Blitz, I full-on apologise. It was... to be honest, it was on-the-fly decision-making, and the problem with D&D... When things like that crop up, I had to make on-the-spot guesses because if I sit there and and ah for too long, I will slow down the game. So again, I do apologize. I tried my best with what I did. The only thing I hope I did well was I hoped I followed your script well enough. But to be honest, I felt actually the conversation did spawn a bit of character development, so hopefully but like as for the dragon breath thing, you do have access, well, according to the rules, and it should be, I'm going to read the player's handbook just in case, but I believe you do have access to it from first level. You just do 1d8 I think damage with it, and then as you level up, like level 5 it will become d2. And then I think level 7, basically the damage is ramped. So as you hit certain levels, until it gets to a point where obviously it does a shit ton of damage. So again, like I say, but it's in my defense, I was really tired, and my brain was not functioning 100%. And I know you said I had to look at the character sheet, and I must have spotted. But remember, like, even for level 5, there's so much to keep track of. And it's not just your abilities I'm keeping track of. I'm keeping track of everything in my head. Timelines, the battle interactions, how the character's going to reply. I have to think about every little thing each turn. And so when I have to play again as another character, unless you have very specific instructions, I have to do what I feel like you would do. The dragon breath thing, to be honest, This is how I felt, reason why I did the dragon breath. And obviously, when I look back at it now, it was the wrong choice as a DM for me to do. But I felt like because he accepted he is Dragonborn, that he may embrace some of his abilities until he finds a way to be human. So I felt like the breath was kind of like a desperate attack because to be honest, I did keep track of the damage. I know Monk got a huge chunk of damage even before the Cerberus fight. I know, well, Nim did pretty well. I think she barely got damaged. Kairos played Rogue really, really well and kept his distance. I think he's the only one out of the whole party who didn't receive any damage at all. Yeah, like you say, the Monk took the bulk of the damage, and when I played your character, you took a bulk of damage as well. So the fact I knocked out 2 players means I did actually make a hard encounter. So I'm happy and respect I made it hard enough. But like I say, in my headcanon, it was basically, it was a desperate last shot, and you wouldn't use that breath because obviously thingy. But I think if push came to shove for your character, I think he would have reluctantly did it. So again, I do apologize. If you do want to take that as headcanon or you want to disregard it, feel free to. But I do feel like I need to answer some Manga Sector stuff by voice. Hold on, let me read up what I did wrong, because I know there's a few things I did well. Again, the ability where you can recover yourself as a fighter, that was my bad. That was me being a tired shit and literally I've forgotten about Second Wind. I apologize. But it was just basically but yeah, but breath attack, but level 5, but for your information, Blitz will never say his breath will never say never breath attack because he resents dragons. Yeah, I felt like I say that part, I felt like it was out of desperateness, if you know what I mean. So it was basically a desperality attack. But yeah, he's the youngest Clover. That's fair enough. Yeah, so he's saying he's basically considers never happened. That's fair enough. We can readdress that as a normal attack or a range attack. But when Drunkcast first time hits, yeah, that was me again being a tired shit. This is why I had to calculate with me. I did most of my calculations. I know some of them were off when I look back, so I apologize for that. But again, I was super tired at that point. So, like you say, because obviously now you know the situation. I have to. Yeah, kill the dog. He I was like, I had to think about deeply what that was about. I don't know why I thought about that. Mercy kill. Yeah. Because, I don't know. It's because of the marks and dog. Because I told, obviously, Scarlet, basically that dog was being abused by Bill Sykes at that point. So you knew. So, essentially, I don't know, because it was basically in pain. I was just like, yeah. Because I think Nim wanted to try and tame it to make it better. But, obviously, you did the final blow. I wish I could have done this session again. Sorry, Manga Etc. I wish I would have done something. I've done something better. The impression does need work. It's only because the voice I went with at the time, I felt like he's a rough and gruff character, so I did a very basic line of what Blitz's voice would have sounded like. If you want to give me some voice direction for Blitz, and if I can do the voice in the future, I will try and get closer to it. If you can give me some play samples of that clip, actually, Manga Etc., then I can try to mimic that voice and try to get as close as possible, and then put a bit of twist to it to make it your character. I like the convo was actually private, though. So, I think he's happy with the conversation I did. But yeah, it's but yeah, I felt like I say I think the major point was the breath attack. I think that was the thing I effed up the most, and the second wind. But like I say, like I would give the suggestion of Manga Etc. I'll give him a choice as DM. You can re-flavor that as a ranged attack, like you picked up an object, a heavy object, threw it at it, or bowl acid. Like we can go through the details of that. or it was literally an act of desperateness because you were injured at the time. So, like I say, it's your choice on that one, Manga Searcher. But that was my headcanon. It was a desperate attack because, you know, I thought you would have kind of started using tools in your Dragon's arsenal. Now you kind of accepted you were Dragonborn, but like a necessary evil thing to do. But that's, again, that was my fuck up. Again, I was very, very tired from con, but I didn't want to back out the stream, so I wanted to continue it to make sure, like, you know, you got your exit and stuff like that, and plus otherwise it would have been another month. Right, so a little bit of announcement. Me and Nim have chat this over. I need to chat over the Clovers, but it does look like we are starting a bi-weekly thing next year in January. So next year in January will be bi-weekly D&D with the 4-leaf Clovers. So if you want to tune in and not wait for a month, that will be the time to tune in. We do have catch-up videos, so if you do want to catch up just beforehand, go ahead and do so. But I'm just letting you know now, so you guys know when it is coming. But again, Manga Etc., I do apologize. Looking back at it now, I'm a bit more awake. I'm a bit like, there's a couple things I knew I could have done better. Again, why I did not use Second Wind, I do not know. I should have known that was ability for the fighter. I've used fighter enough to know that that ability is very commonplace to use. So I feel really bad about that one. That was me being a tied bellend and not actually using ability when I'm supposed to be using it. Like I say, I felt really bad about that. The conversation, I hope it has gone well. The only thing I would ask for is if I can have some voice clips of what you want him to sound like from animes, whatever, stuff like that. I will try to match that voice, but just keep in mind I can't do all the voices, so I do have a certain range. So user experience of what I can do, and maybe just give me like some sample clips to work towards, and I'll give it a bit of a twist to see if I can make it your own character. So like I say, the voice work wise, that's more to do with I kind of had to guess what he sounded like by his personality. But yeah, it was just like, obviously, I don't know if he sounded exactly like you or whatever. If so, I could just go through your Manga Central library and just go through every clip and try to mimic that, because you've got quite a deep and husky voice, actually. Actually, I have to admit, you do have that sort of typical gruff to your voice. And I kind of have to, if I'm going to have to mimic that, I'm going to have to listen to your voice a lot and try to mimic it to the best of my ability. But like I say, it's doing voices may seem easy, but I have to admit that's an ability that I've kind of worked on over time, and I can only do very certain voices at the moment, and I'm trying to work, and D&D's given me now the chance to play with voices a bit more. You know, like when I did the 91st one, I'm like, yeah, you mook, stuff like that. So obviously that's not like a brilliant 93 gangster, but yeah, there's stuff I want to work on essentially and get better at. So, but yeah, like I say, that wise, I do need examples of how to make your character sound. Because obviously, like I say, I've got range, and if you actually look at many different voice actors that play the same roles, they have similar voices, but none of them are like pinpoint, like it's super accurate. Like there are some things like obviously that would need to be worked on, and I need to work on Blitz, because like I say, I do not know what Blitz would sound like, but I will need voice clips just so I can get a rough map in my head about how Blitz sounds, looks like, and he's the way he speaks. That's another thing. Because my version of Blitz, I tried to be as forthright and blunt as possible, but still be somewhat reserved, which that's the thing. Like when you're thinking about characters' voice, you're not just thinking about the way they sound, it's the way they speak, it's like any speech impediments they have, stuff like that. So it does, like, I have to admit, I've been watching a lot of videos on voice acting lately, and I'm trying to learn a bit more about voices so I can then improve my voice, and then so I can just do it like, hey, hey pal, what are you doing now? Would you like to have a Brooklyn whiskey or rum? You know, like rum. I would say rum, but the council that I speak as could say rum. So just like little things like that, like quirkies. That was a bit Gollum-y. Quirks in their speech pattern and how they speak. So yeah, if you can give me, like I say, voice clip examples, I'd be more than happy to start practicing Blitz. Because actually there's a thing I want to do, and I may have to set a month aside of streaming to do artworks. But I do want to do like sort of like, you know, like a scripted like, you know, character intros. So while we're getting ready for stream, you know, I could at least play like, you know, 10 minutes of like characters doing their backstory and clips and stuff like that. I'd probably have to get Clover to find maybe a friend who could do voices in that to do her character, because obviously I can't do them in voices. Also for Nim as well, but I want to do something like that, so your characters have a little bit of a thing to it. And I like to try and voice all the guys, so I'm going to do one class like this, and give them a bit of a Cockney accent. That sounds a bit like Liverpool. See, that's what I mean. I need to work on my accents as well, and you know, stuff like that. But that's something I would like to look into. But I want to set a month aside for that, and I think maybe after the month of horror, I could do something like that in November, and then do like sort of like little like best moment, not like best moment clips, but best moment sort of artwork for the character, so we can actually do some like fun stuff with it. Right, so his body is absolutely ripped, so we need to sort of I like that, ripped. But yeah, there we go. But I want to do like sort of like speaking like their backstories, like Critical Role did in campaign 1, so we can speak about characters' backstories and do all that. So and then maybe like if we have an NPC that kind of goes with them, and then I could do a bit of their backstory where they're with them. So but yeah, sort of like do stuff like that. Yeah, it's just things like that, you know. Because at the moment I'm really tempted to do Maxwell's as well, Maximilian's. Sorry, because I don't know why I call him Maxwell. It's because it probably seems like more like a Maxwell than a Maximilian. Maybe I should start renaming him, but there we go. But no, I've already named him, so we'll keep it to that. But it's just like, you know, I really wanna. I'll do want to voice Blitz, but I need to sort of get a rough idea of what Blitz wants. In fact, he gave me 5 out of 10, so I'm guessing I've got the bluntness right, but I need to practice more the voice and maybe some speech pattern stuff that I need to do. So I might have to start on that. Right, so that's wrong. So that should be more further up. That should be down. There we go. And then just, there we go. And then, yeah, so we get it a little bit over. And then get that ring around his arm. Sort of like that. And then let's see, we need to get that armor plate under his arm. Sort of like there. And then there we go. And then let's see, where does it go down to? It's like his wrist completely, isn't it? yeah, sort of halfway down his wrist. So if we do that and then just sort of, that's it. Just halfway down his wrist. And then get the rubber and just sort of, that's it. And then just sort of get rid of all that. Awesome. But yeah, that's something I would like to do. So I do want a one-on-one conversation with Blitz at some point. But yeah, I need a one-on-one conversation with him as a DM, because there's some things I might want to do with him, and if it's during like maybe my 2-hour streams, maybe run a couple of like single one-shots with Blitz to get, because I want to do the retrieval with his sword to see how he does it, and you know, because there is a storyline I have got set up, but it might be like a little bit of Blitz patrol, and if Manga Central wants to, maybe like invite somebody on as a guest for those streams, say in case he like wants to partner up with somebody. But obviously at level 5, I gotta make sure I don't try and throw too many enemies at them, because obviously because D&D is made for more 4 players when you do CR ratings on monsters, but there is ways to do 2-player stuff, and obviously there's a lot of fiddling involved, but it should be fine. But yeah, might have to give that a shot. But I might, like I say, I think I might have to just chat to Blitz and see Manga Central, and see like where we want to take this. Right, so so we've done the arm. The weapon I'm pretty happy with. Right, as for gone use loincloth, well, it's pretty much his loincloth here, and yeah, just do it like that, and then oh no, actually hold on, undo, we have to do it like this, and then yeah, do it like that, and then get the rubber, make it smaller, and just go over some bits like that, so we know his loincloth, like his loincloth starts there, and then we've got separated in the middle, so we need to do that, and then that's it, like so. So this is what I do. I take away bit by bit until I know what I'm doing with it. Pardon me. So sexy. Not. Anyways, yeah, so the belt would be here, and to be honest, yeah, so that would be honestly over like this, and that means we need to rub this part out, and then that needs to go here, and then the cloth can go like that. Awesome. And then obviously we'll swing around here, and then what we do is have that, and then has he got like a pair of shorts underneath? Yes, he's got a pair of shorts underneath, so we can actually sort of like make sure the loincloth kind of goes right down. How long is it? How long is the loincloth, if you ask? It is down, so if his knee's bent, you're looking at just below the knee. So we do that, and then just sort of, yeah, that's it, and then again rubber, and this is a good thing because then I can actually sort of see what I'm doing. Awesome. But yeah, to be honest, I can't wait till the next game, because the heavy shit that we've left with that game, and plus something may be coming their way. Oh, dude, I've got plans. I've got plans, and I'm hoping they really enjoy it, because it's like, it's, how could I can't really spoil it for them, because if you go, then it spoils it for you. But I've got plans, and I'm hoping the players would enjoy it, because what Nim has asked of me, and plot wise, I'm kind of going, I can go with this, because I was planning one thing, and Nim suggested something else, and I'm going along with this. Me likey the idea, and yeah, we're kind of like diverging into the other idea, and it's like, yeah, we'll do that. And I'm really looking forward to kind of using it as a sort of payoff. So yeah, this is going to be a very, very interesting next few games, and not just because of that, but obviously now they could be getting to the point where they can start looking for somebody, because I know there's a certain character that does want to hunt this person down, so it's a bit like, ooh. But there's now also inner conflict, and I want to see how that pays off in the group, because literally with the conversation that Blitz and Kairos had, now I'm wondering how that's going to pay off, because now there might be inner conflict in the group because of now of possible conflict, well, not conflicting interests. I think it's so like there's a seed of doubt there's a seed of doubt, and I can't wait till the next game to see how that plays out, because like it could play out one or two ways, and both of them just as good, because it's very good. And I don't mean drama's in for the sake of drama, but when you're writing a story and you're writing D&D story for the players, the fact there's an interaction like that, which could cause another interaction, roleplay wise, is very good, and it means there's character development. Also, obviously, the monk got hit hard emotionally, so that's another thing also to keep an eye out for. So it's a bit like there's a lot of things going on, and I'm like, this could be potentially good for the group. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see how all of this is gonna play out. So there we go. As a DM, I'm actually excited to see how this plays out. Obviously, we've had our comical moments, so I can't wait to see the fan art of Bugbear and Monk come out, because that's going to be hilarious. Either way, and I do want to see fan art of that from the fans, just because it's a hilarious moment. And even I was like, what do I do about this? Oh yeah, I know. Panic, the character would, Bugbear would panic and just, Right, there you go. Right, so now we got that done. Now we can actually get the expression. So I want to make it look really angry. So we want to do that. And then get the rubber and just sort of just keep touching that up till we get the shape of eye we want. But yeah, I'm so looking forward to the next session. I know it's not till October, but the fact I've set it up as well with the Sprog and that, I know Nim doesn't like horror, so Nim, do not worry. Horror is not on the cards, but spooky is on the cards, because it's Halloween. So I kind of, to be honest, the way that it finished off gave me the perfect setup for the spooky part of Halloween. So we get to be a bit Halloweeny about it. But yeah, so yeah, I can't wait for this. This is really exciting times. So, and obviously now we get to sort of hopefully enter like maybe more like the thriller part of Halloween. And I think it'd be really, really cool. I don't know, like you guys, let me know what you think. But yeah. There we go. And then just sort of, that's it. And his eyebrows, yes, because I did a little short, but there we go. And then, awesome. Right, so now his shield, it does not, yeah. So we need to sort of, I want to see, actually I need you to look at the sign of sign. Spartan. Sorry. There we go. That's what I wanted. So we want to do that. For those who know the Greek mythology and Greek history, why? If we do it like that, and and then just do that, and then don't worry, I will rub out the bits we don't need. It's just at the moment, right now, I just want just the rough line work. There we go. And then awesome. And then awesome. And then just sort of, that's it. And then if we put like the flame symbol for fire, that would be cool. Sort of like that. And then just put like the flame in the middle. And then, there we go. Just need not it, but this. That's really old school. I think that would be a cool sign. Actually, yes, because I think we want a bit of Chinese, mix of Chinese and so there we go. Yeah, we're gonna need to look at that. But yeah, I think we need, and then we do like 2 jewels underneath. Then we, and then just sort of, yeah, that's it, like that. That's it, and then just sort of, yeah, and then just sort of like that, and then just sort of, yeah, and then got to keep it simple, because if we do it over complex, it's not gonna look great. So hey, Macbeth Demon, how you been, my buddy? How you been? How you been? How you been? How's your day going? And have you heard about the Queen Elizabeth, by the way, buddy? Just for, I might let you know, because to be honest, like, I know she's been ill for a few weeks, but the fact she went that quickly was a fucking shocker, even for me. I was talking about a little bit about it earlier, and I was just like, honestly, I was actually super shocked about how quick she just went, and it was just like, holy shit. I thought she would have lasted for at least like a couple more months, or like, you know, yeah, what I mean, but like, yeah, crazy, man, absolutely cray. But yeah, how you been, my bear, by the way? Do that, put a little bit of jewels at the end as well, so we got that sort of mixture of, like, you know, and you know what, we are going to use that sign to our advantage. So we're going to use that stamp, because then it kind of gives it that sort of vibe around it. But we're only going to use like the outer edges, just like, there we go. And then, yeah, if we do it like that, because then it sort of like gives that sort of grungy feel to it. There we go. But yeah, crazy dude. But yeah, my bad. Have you done any new art, by the way, buddy? Sorry, I almost missed you because I was focusing on this as well, being a bit of a hubba-dup. Right. I think we got my research done, so that's fine by me. And now we're just gonna look at his yes. And do a bit of a. There we go. Do a bit of his knee thing. Now I've got my brain's got to figure out left to right mirror in it, so that will be, yeah, and then that's it, and then same with his, no, I think there's no, nope, there's a bit there, and yup, so we need to, there we go, oops, sorry, there we go, and this foot piece here, again, mirror it to the left, no, they got to mirror it that way. It's that way. There we go. My brain's trying to mirror things, and my brain goes, I can't mirror this. This is too much. But yeah, so if we go back. Yep, I think that's good. That looks really good, actually. I'm super happy with that. I might have to redo the foot a little bit. Other than that, I'm happy with it. But yeah, how you been doing, my bear? I hope you're doing well today. Hope you're feeling a lot better. By the way, if you're wondering why my chat's not appearing, that's because OBS has had an update recently. And now I've only just got my Stream Deck being compatible with it. And now I need to make sure the chat's compatible with it. So I do apologize if it's not appearing, but I will be sorting that out soon. I've only just found out today this has happened. So it's a bit like, shit. His blade needs to be longer and wider. Because it is a point of view thing. Okay, so let's do that again. And then spread that out. And then again. And then there we go. And then we do a little bit of that, get that really faded, and then layer, new raster layer, and then we'll be doing some line mode, motherfuckers. But yeah. Oh, edit, undo, wrong thing. Wrong layer, it's this layer. So, edit, undo, edit, undo. Now, yeah, see what's going on here. It's because I did the wrong layout. There we go. And now that looks a lot better. So yeah, right now I'm doing Guan Yu / Ares Immortal artwork. So that's getting there. And by the way, my bear, did you enjoy the D&D session that we last did? Because I think that was kind of your first time you sat through most of the D&D session. But yeah. By the way, my wife's raiding the place hammer right now. And then just sort of get the nose done. Like that. And then I'm good. Watching for Love and Thunder is awesome. Yeah, I've heard. I've never been one to keep up with the royal family, but I was truly shocked. So sad to hear. She has been ill for a little while, but the fact we only heard she's been ill recently, and the fact like she's literally been gone just like that, it was just like, even for me, I was like, wait, what the fuck just happened? But yeah, that was a shock to the system, and it is really sad because even though she's like our longest reigning monarch, she has done a lot of good work over the years as well. You know, she's the one who literally became the mechanic for World War II and stuff like that. I was been saying to people, like, the only other queen that I know was nearly as this hands-on was Queen Elizabeth during the Spanish raids, where she came up with that brilliant strategy of obviously, you know what she did with the Spanish Armada, like absolutely wrecked shop with them, with her strategy. So obviously she wasn't there to do it, but she did put the strategy together. So that's more than most, like, obviously rulers. But yeah. And then just sort of, that's it. And then just do that. Awesome. So yeah. But yeah, it was a shock to the system. Like, even I was like, what the fuck? I was, to be honest, I felt she was already on her way out, and admittedly I just went, give her 1 or 2 weeks, and I think she'll probably pass by then. But, and to be honest, like, the only reason why I felt she was going on her way out is because her husband died recently, and after her husband died, she wasn't doing too well after that, and it was a bit like, she misses her husband. I think it might be time soon for her. So, but For Love and Thunder is a really good film. I love that movie. Me and my wife watched it recently, and it's such a good film. So funny as well. And actually, there is a reference to a true Norse mythology myth behind that movie. It has actually got something to do with goats and the boat they pull. It's like, that's actually sort of canon to actual Norse mythology. And I thought that was a super cool detail to add. Because obviously Marvel's Thor and Thor in the mythology do not have much in common. Like, a lot of people think, oh yeah, they have a lot in common. It's like, actually, like, there's not much in common. Even Ylmir works a little differently than actual Ylmir in mythology, which is cool. I've been playing enjoying Cuphead for the rest of the day. Other than that, oh, fair enough. Would you like to show us some Cuphead art then that you've done? Do that. We've got Spartan Helm now. Oh, Spartan slash. We did check the helm just to make sure there's no little intricacy or details that I need to do. Nope. But yeah, so and then just sort of. There we go, and then awesome. Now we got the little hair ponytail thing done. Now we got the neck here. Just do that, and obviously, yeah. And then his chest. Just sort of, yeah. And then, yeah. See, I didn't even know she was ill. Yeah, no. She was ill, but it was kind of like on the down low. And we thought it might have been just something, because obviously her age and all. She was like 97, I believe. So, yeah, it's all over. It's all over social media, man, now. So it's like, holy shit. Yeah, like literally, there's like 3 news updates on my phone. And I don't look at the news. There's 3 like news updates already, like, one after the other within literally an hour. So 5, 6, quarter to 7, and literally just hitting quarter to 9. So like every 2 hours there's something about her. It's like, but like I say, but to be honest, like I say, this is a queen who's been she wasn't an idle queen. Like she did a lot, especially during World War II, and I believe she did a lot of charity work after that as well. So, you know, it's like, fucking hell. But yeah, so it'd be old Prince Charles who's going to be up for the throne next. So, like I say, I don't even keep up with this shit, but even I was like, this is actually like big news. Like, even for me, I'm a bit like, yeah, that's news. That's news to be hearing of. But yeah, but yeah, big news. And undo. For Thunder is awesome. I've enjoyed it in cinemas, but happy it's on Disney Plus now. Yeah. For Thunder is awesome. I love the bit at the adds 1 minute. Oh, fair enough. It's fine. There we go. And just sort of edit undo. And just sort of. And sort of smooth myself out a little bit. But yeah. There we go. Alright, welcome back. Yeah, as I was saying, what was I getting at? Have you Joe, I love the bit at the end where the little girl does something to Thor's hammer, and I thought that was really funny, and it was like, yeah, that's a very stereotypical thing that little girls do, and I'm glad they kind of added that neat little detail in it. But yeah, it's just like a lot of people just go like you got like other people like, oh yeah, Thor Love and Thunder's great, and then you got some people like, it's like, well, no, Thor Love and Thunder was really good. And in fact, I think there's a lot of nods to mythology, which I found funny, but yeah. So, but yeah, it's just really good stuff. There we go. And then just sort of, there we go. And then do his shield like that. And then, there we go. So yeah, at the moment here, I'm just doing areas of shield. So let's just add some like Guan Yu Japanese, like Chinese elements to it as well. So like that, and then just sort of add a little bit of a jewelry here. Just make it a little bit like Chinese / like Spartan like. So I'm trying to like get like mix those two influences together. There we go. Hey, Doko Sego, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you been? How you been? How you been? How you been? Yeah. So this is Ares, who is the immortal. I love that era. I know. That Spartan's a badass. This is the Immortal of Fire. Because obviously in VTLS, they're not gods. They are just pure embodiment of elements. Magical elements. And I chose Ares to be fire because obviously the flames of war and all that shit. And there's only one immortal in the world at a time of that element. And so because of that, depending how long they've been around, they kind of get other names. So he's also been known as Guan Yu. So hence why a little bit of the Chinese aspects in his like sort of like shield and his armor bits. So he's got like two mixtures together because that was his favorite eras. Yeah. Vamp, the chat is working on screen. Is it? No, it's not. If it's not working, there's a reason why. There's an update with OBS that's basically shut down my connection to the chat. And now I've got no connection to chat. So I do apologize, but yeah, it's not working. So I will be working at an alternative to get that up until OBS makes everything compatible. So I will apologize. But yeah, if you've got any artwork, guys, feel free to show it off. I love showing off other people's artwork and obviously having a chat to you about it. So yeah, so I kind of like said, incorporated a little bit of each thing in there. So I'm hoping you guys enjoy that. So it's like little references to Guan Yu and little references to obviously don't you have a second screen for chat. So what happened was I used a program called 3D Owned, and it normally would automatically get my chat up without the need of linking stuff to stuff and stuff like that. But now with the new OBS update, it's kind of gone, it's not compatible. So now I have to go back to the old method and add a sort of link, if you know what I mean, to all my stuff. So I will need to do that at some point, but that is why it's not working. I apologize. That is the literal reason why. So when OBS makes an update to make everything compatible again, because they said they admitted they blundered, and they blundered big time. But yeah, it's fine. We don't need the chat drop. Yeah, nah, it's fine. But it will be back. I need to find an alternative for it. I only found out about this update literally just before stream, and I literally panicked, and I literally had to get my stream deck. Like, they even blocked out the stream deck. So I had to literally reconnect the stream deck to OBS through a file that needs to be installed into OBS. I'm not joking. This is what I needed to do to get my stream deck connected. So that was number one priority, was the stream deck. Surprise update, huh? Kind of. But I have to admit, OBS does have a nicer layout. And I actually really like this new layout. Like, the layout looks very nice. And plus everything is easier to look at, and I can actually understand things a lot better. But it basically, I think they put a lot of big new things in there. But like I said, at the same time, thank you for the hydrate, Mutt Bear. But yeah, the update, without me knowing about it, disconnected a lot of things, and the stream deck was the major one they did, and I had to literally reconnect stream deck. Luckily, if you got a stream deck, guys, the Elgato website has got you covered for a patch that you can put into the new OBS, so you can literally connect it back on. So do not panic. Elgato's got your back. They literally, apparently, as soon as they found out about the update, they were just like, they were literally like, they were on it. Absolutely on it. And I was like, holy shit. The one thing, Stream Deck, the company make it, Elgato, mate, that's brilliant. Like, most companies would be like, oh, yeah, we'll get the update done in time. But I think they know a lot of streamers rely on Elgato. And they were just like, right, fix it, bang, good. Yeah, Elgato. Yeah, no, that's what the company's called who makes it. They were just on it. They just went, yeah, look, we've got a patch to fix it now until the update comes out for it to fix the problem. And I was like, okay, sweet. They basically, Elgato went, we got you, bro. Essentially, like they were chatting it. It was like, yeah, we got you, bro. Don't worry, don't panic. We got you covered. Which is, to be honest, that is freaking awesome. More companies should be more like Elgato. It's a bit like, yeah, we got you, bro. Don't worry, bro. We got you, man. We got you, bro. We got you, dude. Don't worry. Don't panic, man. We got you, bro. But yeah, that was pretty cool, actually. The fact that he kind of just went, yeah, don't worry, we got you. That was, like I say, I have to admit, even I was surprised how speedy they were of getting like their own little patch out to install into OBS to go, yeah, don't worry, we got you, man. Don't worry, don't panic, we got you. And it was like, sweet, nice. But yeah, but can I just say, anyone who wants to start streaming, yes, the smallest one I think my wife got me was about, I think, well over 150 quid. But very, like, once you know how to use your Stream Deck, seriously, get one of these. They are lifesavers. And when I started streaming, I had to press stream manually and everything took time to do. But this, press the button, boom, everything's going. Everything's set up, everything's ready to go. And it's, fucking hell, man. It's, I cannot recommend it enough. The amount of times that, you know, this thing has saved my butt from things, I tell you, it's just like, yes, mate, got me. And but yeah, I reckon just get it. Just get a Stream Deck if you're streaming. Like I say, it does a lot for you, and just in a press of a button. And that is something, like, I have to admit, with a lot of streamers, we do desperately need things like that. Because then I could actually do like click of giveaways quickly, stuff like that. Sorry, I should be sponsored by Elgato, man. Elgato, sponsor me, you motherfuckers. But no, very good piece of streaming equipment. And like I said, my wife got me it for a present, and I have to admit, it's my baby. It is my baby. It's like, yes, mate, this is my baby. This is my baby. And then we do part of Guan stamp. So if you're wondering what this is actually a part of Guan stamp. I think it's like stamp or sign. And it's just like, and so what I've done is I've done a part of his stamp, done the Spartan sign in the middle, like there. And then just sort of, yeah, there we go. And then just sort of do this. And then boom, and then just sort of do the fire sign there, so you know, like, this is the flame. This is a sign of Ares / Guan Yu, or known as other gods of war names that you can think of. But like, most of the characters kind of dress up from their favorite sort of like eras, and they're just sort of, there we go. There we go. Ooh. I almost forgot how badass this fight scene is in For Love and Thunder. Which fight scene you're talking about? Like the one right at the end, or you're talking about the one near the beginning? Because there's a few fight scenes in there. Like, it depends which one you're kind of determining you pointing to, as they say. And then just sort of, there we go. And then awesome. And then sort of, don't give it up, my dear, my life. I I just did something stupid. I just given up my fears tonight. Right, first things first. Chest. Like that. There we go. Lies your feelings. I love this tune. So I know it's from Jujutsu Kaisen, but yes, mate, this tune is a bop. But yeah, it's obliterating my near rage over Cuphead and Renegade. Oh, fair enough. Oh yeah. Cuphead is brutal game. A lot of people think, oh yeah, people overplay like the hardness of it. It's like, no, it's a very difficult game, and it can be rage inducing. It nearly made me rage a couple of times, and it's like, ooh. Black and white fight. Oh yeah, you're talking about the halfway through of the film fight. Yeah, I know the one you're in. It's basically halfway through. I know the one. It's a really, that is a super. It's not just a good fight scene. It's the way it's choreographed. It's actually really, really good. I need to see this. Rage. Just play Cuphead, man, and you'll probably see it. Like just play Cuphead, and you'll see for yourself. The game is rage inducing, and I could get really pissed off at this game as well, because of like literally like you get so close. But to be honest, a lot of Cuphead's deaths is very on you, and that's what makes it even more frustrating, because you get so close and then you get laxed and then you get killed and you're like, mother boop, and it's like, yeah, it's pretty much like Dark Souls. Like any sort of death is 9 times out of 10 usually your own goddamn fault, because we got like overcompensated or like very cocky or whatever. And yeah, there's a couple of times in Cuphead I got like so close to the end of the boss, and I literally laxed my guard for like a second, and then it just hits me and it's like game over, and I'm like, you son of a bitch. But yeah, I bought it day before yesterday. It's really fun. I can memorize the patterns, but once I've got it, I always die at the end. Yeah, because I'll tell you why. Because psychologically, but there, once we know where we're near the end, we get like, even I do this, I get cocky and go, right, I can relax a little bit now. But the Cuphead is one of those games. If you get cocky and you get laxed in the game, the game's gonna punish you for it, and it will punish you in hardcore. It does really punish people for like being lax, and it's like, fucking hell. The game's brutal. It's good, but it is brutal as hell. And I think that's what makes it so good, because you know, if you make a mistake, that is your own goddamn fault. Like, there's no one else to blame but you, and it's like, and you know it, and that's what makes it rage inducing, because you're like, why the fuck did I do that? I think there's only a couple of times where I felt I got a little butt bashed in some levels. Like some levels, they do kind of butt bash you a little bit for the sake of butt bashing, and it's like, fuck this. And I have to admit, Dark Souls 1, I have to admit, that happened to me when I got to the gargoyles bosses on the roof of the church, and oh my god, I got so pissed off with it, because it's like, I know your patterns, I can kill you because one of them, I used the trick of knocking them off the roof, and it worked for me. It was the Hilgenberg one that gave me the most trouble, but once I managed, and then I was like, I never want to see this plane run again. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna get some water. I am not gonna lie. The Hilgenberg boss is a fucking bitch. The only reason being, there is one single moment in it, and this is on the moon phase, where it does kind of fucking butt bash you. And there's no real prediction to the pattern. But yeah, it's just like, fuck you, Hilgenberg. Literally, there is a like an F.U. Hildenberg moment in there. It's just like, now that's not like, and even I know it's like, yeah, that's not my own fault. That's the game butt bashing me for the sake of butt bashing, and it's like, you fuckers. But that's my personal opinion. I brought the bundle so I can, after the main game, I got the DLC. Ooh, I need to download the DLC actually. I haven't even completed the main game yet because I got distracted by other games, like I always do. I get distracted by shinies. Ooh, shiny. But yeah, I get distracted by shinies, which is not good. But yeah. But I know. Oh god, is it nearly an hour and a half already? And I'm already just like literally gotten what? Partway through Granyu? Like, I've done a lot of his line work already. Oh shit. Okay. I didn't realize I got part of Granyu / Ares' artwork already. But I hope you guys are enjoying like the Chinese / Spartan influence on his design as well. Because I kind of wanted to kind of give it like both of a little bit of the Three Kingdoms aspect. And yeah. I need to do a Chinese dragon thing on here as well. Actually, funnily enough. There we go. And then just sort of... There we go. And then, like... So that's what I mean. Like the plate... I don't like the Chinese armor plate for the ankle. But yeah. The freaking UFOs are in that Hildenberg Bane. Yeah, that's the butt bashing bit, because there's no real escape from it. And it's like, I've tried everything. I even tried to go small throughout it to see if I can like dodge it. And it's like, nope, you can't dodge it. You can't dodge it. And it's like, you fucker. That's why I don't like the Hildenberg boss. I have to admit, that's one of my least favorite bosses because of the bullshit they pull in it. And it's like, fuck's sake, man, come on, seriously. But yeah, it's just annoying as hell. But there you go. That's just my personal opinion on that. It's just like, I just really don't like the Hildenberg fight for a couple of reasons. Because it's just towards the end, it just gets really annoying. Just because like there's avoidable moments in it, and then you're just like, you son of a bitch, you killed me. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I think that's just me. But I'm up there. Do you want to show this Cuphead art that you've been working on? I'd love to see. And there we go. Oh, my bear, have you done any fan art of the Bugbear drunk ass incident yet? I actually wanted to ask if you did anything of that. Because we are actually looking for fan art right now of that shit. Because it was just too funny to say, look, dude, we need fan art of this. You know, this will make our lives a lot more hilarious if we got fan art of this. You don't have to, but it's just a bit like, well, we looked at it, it's like, dude, we need fan art of this pronto. Just because of how funny it was. The drunken kiss. And Pen and Papers came out. And now I'm on Craggy Curation, but I'm about to step on a flower. Sure, one moment. Yeah. But yeah. Then I can actually zone to Zell as well. It's be like, hey Zell, guess what? Someone did fan art. And guess what it's of? But yeah, and I love it. Like, Nim goes, well, you're an artist, you could do it. It's like, yeah, but it's more nicer if we get the fan art from the fans. You know, because it wouldn't be fan art coming from me, it'd be concept art. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind doing a Clover concept art, but at the same time, I got VGLS to run. And I think Nim seems to forget that I've got my own books to do, which takes a lot of my fucking time. I'm not having to go at you, Nim. It's just like, I think people do generally forget I do my own books. And when people say, well, do it yourself, you're an artist, it's a bit like, yeah, I'm trying to do my own books, and I've got commissioned, and I've got a wife, and I've got work on top of that. It's like, oh shit. But yeah, I haven't yet, but yeah, you bet your ass I want to. Yeah, I know you want to, but bear. That's why I was looking at you going, I know it's going to be you, the fucker, who's going to do it. And I'm going to be proud of you. But yeah, just like, oops. And then just like, but yeah, it's, I think some people do forget I've got a book to do. And like I say, like I'm on chapter 3 and chapter 3 is taking me, the book 5 is taking me I'm a little bit off schedule because of, I'm still getting used to drawing completely on tablet and not drawing by hand and getting it on the computer and then clean it up a little bit. Because volume 5 is going to be the first volume that's completely digitally drawn. And it's like, that takes time. And volume 5 takes time. And I've got like 180 pages to do of this, you know? But that's what I mean. Like, when you dedicate to manga, unless you've got a dedicated team with you, it swallows up your time. And I think people like don't understand that part. It's like, yeah, it's like, oh, you can do it anytime. It's like, yeah, but if I did that, I won't get much done, would I? So, you know, I have to put that pressure on myself to make sure I keep producing content for volume 5. And also, and I'm doing the revamp on top, which also takes my time. It's like, this is why I need co-artists, so I can actually, you know, work along with this. And it's just a bit like, but you know, it's the thing. It's the life of a manga. If you decide to do things on your own, this is what you do. And I have chosen. It's not I'm complaining, going, oh, I've got too much to do. It's just more of I do have too much to do, and I want to get through the books. I'm also running like D&D sessions and art sessions on the side to earn a little bit more money. But yeah, so it's stuff like that as well. So it's a bit like, and I want to earn more money so I can then do more things and I can get more stuff and get more stuff for stream, making my life easier, stuff like that. The bugbear embrace, the fan fiction scrubbing answer. Oh my god. Yes, mate. I think Nim would love it the most if you did it. Also posted, let's have a look at your art. Let's have a look. Ooh, I love. Yes, you've done King Dice. He's one of my favorite characters. Mr. King Dice. I love the little My Chemical Romance about uniform vibes. Very good. I like this. Dude, this is awesome. I want to see this finished. This looks really good. I want to see King Dice done. Man, that is sick. I love King Dice. I love looking at art. It's always such an honor to look at your artwork, my bear. Same with you know, art like Frosty. Both of you such skilled artists, and it's always a joy to see your art. It is always a joy. And just sort of, that's it. And then just do that. And then just sort of, that's it. And then just do the curved plate. Ooh, hold on. Edit, undo. And then just do that. Yeah, I think I did the cloth thing around the leg a little too soon. That's fine. We can fix that. We can fix that. Boom. And we can make that creased as well, so that's fine. Stop. There we go. And then go. But yeah, it's just like, I think people do kind of forget. I do my manga series. It takes a lot of my chunk of my time up. And any art I do in between is because I've got the time. And I'm like, bash one out quickly. Also commissions when I start finally getting them, because by the way guys, I keep forgetting to remind you guys this, I do have commissions open because I am trying to earn a little extra money on the side for VTLS stuff. So if you do want to commission me, feel free. The details of commission is on my about, but obviously just remember there is a few rules. 50% of the commission must be paid up front, and then when it's done, you can pay for the other half. And remember, be reasonable when you want me to design stuff, especially if you want me to do a different art style. You might have to find another artist for that, because obviously I don't do other art styles really. So I know some people go, well, why not? It's like, it's because it's my art style. But anyway, so I've been drawing non-stop. I showed others, but I'm afraid those may be... Oh, yeah, if it's a little bit inappropriate, I would really suggest, because we don't have an 18 plus for that kind of art. So yeah, maybe keep that one in your back pocket for now, and maybe save that for other servers that do allow that kind of art. So people can look at it. But like I say, if there's a request for it, I may do it. But obviously it has to be like a big enough request, because obviously I do have younger people who do look at this stuff here. So it's kind of, I want to try and make the server at least PG-13. But you know. But, well, I got the Dark Human meme stuff, but I have put an 18 plus block on it, so I may have to do it for the other one. You're too kind. Your support is very kind. No, mate, seriously, you are a good artist. And this is actually, I talked about you to someone else, to my friend. And I said, if you can get your social media up and running, your Twitter, your Instagram, like all your social medias up and running, like, potentially, if you use the right hashtags and just post your art every day, you could find, I think someone would scout you. Honestly, I'm looking at your stuff and I'm like, dude, like, you have potential, and I think you have potential as a concept artist. And I think, to be honest, I think someone would definitely snatch you up quite quickly if they spot your skills. But yeah, like, I think you could actually make a career out of your own artwork. There's no hanky-panky or nudity, just suggestive. Suggestive is okay, long as, 1, nudity, 2, how can I put this? No sexy time, if you know what I mean. Like, any hint of that, it's a bit like, I can't show it on here. You can put it in the Discord if you wish, but I won't be showing it, only because obviously, like I say, again, younger viewers, and you know, I want to keep them safe. So, you know, out of respect. So there's no hanky, but yeah, but pretty much, why is it said I'm welcome to chat room? My Twitch is being weird again, isn't it? My Twitch is being weird. The hand is wrong, and I don't know why. When you're holding a pulp. Not like that, people. Right, so I'm going to get the rubber, because something's up with the hand, and my brain is telling me something's wrong. So that's probably partly what's wrong. And then just sort of, yeah, that's fine. And then, yeah. Yeah, something ain't right with this hand. And then, yeah. My brain is actually telling me something's wrong. But my brain can't figure out why it's wrong. Why is it wrong? My brain is screaming it's wrong, and my brain doesn't know why. One moment, sad moment, and thought, oh, I know which one it is. I know what one it is. I know one what's getting you the feels. There we go. Could be that fold is a little bit too much. Hold on. Maybe that needs to be flatter. It's the pole. The pole's wrong. The trajectory of the pole's wrong. That's why my brain's screaming at me. No. It's not that. Because the pole's sticking out. No, it's the trajectory of the hand. No. Now I know why my brain's screaming at me. That is wrong. Very wrong. Because if it's the trajectory of the hand should be turning towards the camera. So that hand is very, very wrong. The thumb bit's correct. Like that. And then... Yep. Which means... the fingers should be more like this. Which means... Yeah, perfect. Because then the trajectory means the pole sticks out there. There we go. That's why my brain was screaming at me. Right, now I know why. See, people, this is why you actually stop and think about things a little bit when you draw. Because sometimes you do spot that fuck up big time and you're like, yeah, that's a big fuck up. But luckily for me, I spotted it before it got even further. The pole is still at the wrong angle. That I will admit, ish. It's wrong angle-ish, but still. And then obviously the hand should be more like that. So which means the pole should be tilted forward. So yeah, the pole arm is now it's corrected. Which means now we've got to correct the angle of the pole arm. So the pole arm should be more like that. Which means the blade should be... Yeah. Right. Yes, because then the front of the thumb is resting on here. So yeah, so now we make the rubber smaller and then we start correcting the shape. So what it should be, because that thumb is resting that, to make that stick out, because it looks like he's kind of like reaching out with it. And then his thumb. Yeah, perfect. And then his finger should be... So it looks like his hand's actually wrapped around the pole arm. Wow. Which means that should be there, and then that should be tucked in. That should be more sticking out. So as we go along, it should be now all nicely corrected. But yeah, it should be more like that, which means the palm should be there, which means that should be there, which means the finger should start here, which is absolutely correct. There we go. I thought something was wrong with that angle because I was looking at it like something's wrong. Now, like when you actually look at something, your brain just goes, hold on, this is wrong. Something's up. And then just sort of, there we go. But yeah, I kind of looked at it and went, something's really bloody wrong here. And I don't know what, but we will figure out what and how. But yeah, no, luckily I've kind of figured that one out by myself. So that is pretty good. And then just sort of perfect. So now we need to go back down a layer. We need to go for the dark red. And then just sort of, I wouldn't say dark red, but just brighten up that red a little bit. A bit more saturated. Because we want to see where we're going with this. So the blade should be sticking out more like this. Like that. That's the basic shape we want. Perfect. And then the flame. And then sort of. There we go. And then. Perfect. So now we've got that. And then the back of the spear. So that blade should be sticking out like this. And then the front of the blade should be sticking out like so. Oh, edit undo. Hold on, edit undo. And then just sort of. There we go. And the front of the blade should have, yeah. So like that. And then we stick it out a bit more as we go. The blade's sort of like curving up. So it's a foreshortening trick. And honestly, that back of the blade should be not as angled. but we need to get that sort of foreshortening method. But yeah, how you holding up with the sad moment, my bear? And then just sort of, yeah, and curve that up a bit. So that side of the blade, because the blade is longer, but we need to make sure it's foreshortened as well, so it's not too shortened. And then just sort of, there we go. But yeah, spaghettios. Oh, there is more spaghettios. And then do that, and then sort of widen a little bit. So it looks like there is a foreshortening going on. So it looks like it's actually getting like sort of like just blow up the blade, and then just sort of that stays the same level. So what we actually want out this side is redo this side, and then just start with the short, and then just hold on, undo. Just start the short, and then just sort of widen up as we go. So you can see like the edge of the blades like widening along with the lava line. We want to do that with the edge of the blade here, so because that doesn't look like it's doing it enough. And then we just do that, and then just sort of widen, and then you've got this sort of like natural progression of the pattern of the side of the blade. So it actually looks like it's pointing towards like an angle, and then just sort of, yep, and then let's see, we got that done, we got the spear done. We just need to get that wing done. And I think we should... Oh, edit, undo. That was a bit of a mess. And then sort of... There we go. There we go. Awesome. And then do the wing here. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, it's just restream. I think we're get your mobile filming on stream. Oh no, it's just telling us, oh well, do this, and advertisement is like, yeah, we know what you do. And then just sort of, there we go. And then just sort of, oh, edit, undo. No, we need it a bit more third. So, but yeah, what do you think about this, guys? It's looking pretty cool at the moment. Actually, I'm pretty happy with the way it looks. Because I want to add some muscle lines there. Because, you know, he's quite a muscly boy. Don't want to make him look, you know. There we go. Just look like he's then got a grip. And then just sort of get a little bit of veins going on here. So I want to make him look like he's like literally muscled up quite a bit. So it's sort of like, there we go. Awesome. That's what I wanted, and his shoulder pad should be there. So as you can see here now, he's got like a nice little, and he's got his body hidden behind that shield. Awesome. And yeah, that stuff is looking pretty cool. And yeah, we need to make sure this part is actually, there we go. And get the rubber, because that's actually kind of dangling down from it. So awesome. But yeah, look at that, man. That's his spear. So, and then just sort of, there we go. There we go. And there's one thing I do like about Chinese armor. It's very similar to Spartan armor in some aspects, which is pretty cool. Right, the fire symbol, obviously we need to make that around his chest here, and then just sort of, hold on, let me just check it. Yeah, because it goes across his chest. So edit, undo. We need to make sure it kind of goes like this, and then like that, and then make sure, because that symbol is his symbol, his element, so we need to make sure that stays there. And then that's it. Awesome. I think I'm very happy to say Guan Yu / Ares is pretty much done. Just need to just fill in some gaps here. Like that, and then like that. Just make sure like every little nook and cranny just sort of done. Edit, undo. So we gotta just do these little nooks and crannies. There we go. And just have a look. Any more? Because lucky for him, he's got minimal nooks and crannies. Because obviously he's not really wearing much. Now we can do that. Then, wow, he actually looks pretty cool. So once the flame wing is in, like from underneath that, I think he's starting to look pretty cool. His weapon could use work. But to be honest, I think the weapon should be side view. Weapon should be side view. And I don't like the way that is sticking out like that. There's something wrong with that. I think what we should do is just thin that out a little bit. And it's not straight, because it should be straight at the bottom, and then it just sort of gradually curves out. So we need to do that, and just sort of, there we go. Just sort of, that's it. Just a subtle wider. Let's see that. I don't like that secondary line. I think we're gonna have to go by side on this one. And then again, just straighten out that line. It's just that initial line. Just need to straighten it out, but also curve it. It's really, really hard. A back sadness is gone. Fair enough. Just saying, like, I'm trying to sort out this blade. Anyways, I'm glad you're enjoying the movie up there. Edit, undo. Maybe I should start from stop. Tablet's gonna go funny. Stop. There we go. But yeah, I'm nearly done with the line work of Eri / Guan Yu. There we go. There we go. And yeah, I think I'm gonna have to keep the blade sort of on side, so he looks like he's kind of like turned that blade enough. So the blade, yeah. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Do you think that's actually maybe the one that... I don't know. I really don't know. Well, at the back. To be honest, we can actually just do the whole. So it looks like the bottom of the sphere is kind of, you can see just about the bottom. I think my mum enjoyed it. Good. Glad she's done it. Glad she's enjoyed it. I think we're ready for the colouring. So that's pretty cool, actually. He does look like he's about to turn. Okay, cool. So we need to close it and fill. So let's see. Okay. Something's gappy there, something's gappy there, something's gappy there, and something's gappy there. That is fine by me. Because now we can just look for the areas to fill in. So if we do that, and then that at the end, I think that's literally it. And where are you, gappy? There. And then if I do that again, just sort of, so that shows me there's another gap. And then just sort of, yeah, okay, cool. And then try that once more. Perfect. So it's showing me the bottoms. Something's not quite right with the bottom. Book that. Stop. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. And now we're watching the new live act. I heard that's gonna be. I heard that's actually really bad. Like, tell me what it is. Tell me if it's actually any good, because I don't know if it's worth me and my wife watching it or not. Because I'm kind of like watching it with, sort of like, is it any good sort of thing? I think right. There's like the tiniest gap there. Something ain't right. Maybe refer to other layers. Yeah. So there was nothing really wrong. It was just having a bitch fit. Okay, so loincloth is next. Don't see any real gaps going on. That's fine. We can sort that out. As for the rubber here, we can actually say that's between the legs, and then we could just sort of rub that out. Awesome. And then same here, because I can rub that out by hand, honestly. As for that, we can just sort of done. Oop. Yeah, fine. And that's fine. Yep. So all we have to do is get the magic wand. Select, deselect, revert all layers. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. And then just press delete. Awesome. So now we've got our basic template for. Just let me have a look if there's anything else. No, I'm happy with that. So we'll lock that and then get the red. Fully saturated, and what we're going to do is create that into a new layer. But yeah, tell me how it goes, because I've only heard not great things about it. So yeah, I've heard people don't like that film for certain reasons. So it'd be interesting to hear what you have to think about it. So there we go, and then just sort of. There we go. And just sort of. Oh. Hold on. Edit, undo, edit, undo. Edit, undo. And just sort of. Oh, edit, undo. Oh no, do it from. And then just sort of. That's it. And then. Oh, edit, undo. That was bad. And then just do that, and then. And then just. Awesome. And then obviously. Boom, boom. And yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. So now we got that. Hold on, something's gone weird here. Awesome. Now we can do a little bit of filling in. But yeah, let me know how live action Pinocchio goes, because like I say, I do want a review for. Sometimes I actually ask for a review from you guys to see if it's actually worth my time watching. So this will be interesting. So here we go. So we've got Aries' flame sign here. So we've got everything we want to glow in high saturation. Now what we want to do is have this crow wing and fill that, and then obviously we want that because that's actually his hair popping out the helmet. So we want to just fill that. Oops, stop. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. There we go. And then paint bucket, and then we get that and the eyebrows. So as you can see here, all the basic colors now I'm actually filling in. So his skin color is like that weird ash color, which is actually a reference to God of War. So that's why it's like, even though it's not exactly like pale ash, it's kind of like it nearly is, because it's actually a reference from the original God of War series. So little cool fact there. It was actually my little reference to it. So there you go. You're welcome, people. There we go. We've got his leg there. Got his other leg, his foot. Which reminds me, we need to get the rubber and just sort of gently make that non-existent. Oh, edit, undo. Actually, no. That's not. That is existent because that's the material there. So there we go. And then get his foot, back foot. Get his toesies in there. And then just sort of back of the foot. There we go. And then get the white. Let's just get those toenails in. Gonna actually do it by hand on this one, because it's always fun to do things by hand sometimes. And then pick up the skin color. There we go. And then we got this nice little like ashen skin look. I have to go white. There we go. And then paint bucket, and then just get these nails done. Look at those nicely done nails. There we go. And then obviously ink that in by pen. And just sort of touch up bits here and there. But yeah, as you can see, you've got these lovely bits of nails like sticking out here. What have we got here? So if we do the main color scheme of his clothes and get his red parts of the armor done. So yeah, so it's the shoulder pad, the middle bit here. It is his knee pads, which, oh god, I forgot about that. That sounded really wrong. Anyway, sorry, my brain just went, that just sounded filth. That sounded like smart. There we go. And then we've got his foot thing. I want to pick up his wing because I just realized that should have been filled there. But yeah. And obviously what we're going to do is just pick up that color again, go a bit darker, and then just obviously go over these bits here. So as you can see, there we go. There we go. And then I think we got his knee there. So yeah, so as you can see, I'm now like filling out all the bits. Some bits will need to be filled in by hand, but this is because of my art style. I could just drop the paint bucket on where I want it and go, yeah, this, I have to admit, this part does make my job so much easier. Okay, so we want to again drop the bucket where we want it. So leg. So you know where his like uniform bits are. Oh, I forgot his waistline bits here. So yeah, hold on, let's fix that up a little bit, shall we? But yeah, this is what I mean. Sometimes you just gotta, again, by hand. So we need to fix that up. And then just sort of boom. There we go. And obviously got a bit of an Aztec vibe to him as well. I just realised. Unconscious design choices, I think that was made. And then obviously his loincloth will be a different sort of colour. So it's got like a bit more of a deeper red to it. So we want to just capture that. I do love his colour scheme. His colour scheme does look pretty cool. I think I've chose a really good colour scheme for him, actually, like greens and reds. Like how, I forget sometimes how well together greens and reds go. Like, I do actually forget that sometimes. So, right, we are just gonna, that is driving me nuts at the moment. And pick that up. And just sort of, there we go. Awesome. So now we've got that lovely little piece of artwork there. There we go. It's going to be raiding time. Oh, guys, if you got someone to suggest me to raid, now is the time to do it. So I would do it today or now. Right, so a lot of his stuff is gold, apart from the sandals. So we'll do the sandals first, do the helmet first, and the rest of him, and then just do that. Actually, we need to pick that up quickly because I've forgotten to. There we go. And then just keep dropping colors just like that. I want to keep his color scheme simple as possible because I do actually want to keep it simple for several reasons. We're not gonna before we do that a different color, like inner outer shield and all that fun stuff. So we'll do that in the mo after we get all the other metallic parts of his body. There we go. Yeah, and the pole arm is about the same color, so we need to pick up that color quickly and just sort of drop the color in. So like so we just got most of Guan Yu's color scheme. Guan Yu slash, sorry, I keep calling him just Guan Yu when he should be Guan Yu slash Ares. There we go. Stop. Because I really want to get most of this done before we raid. So I want to go for a deeper gold. Just to get some details of the shield done. Like that. And then... Awesome. And then do that. We're going to go for more of a ruby red. Just sort of... That's it. So it's got that nice little Chinese vibe going. He looks really good. Do you know what? Why don't I just drop the rest of the colours on? Because I'm just going to go on for the rest of the colours quickly. So there we go. And we're going to pick up that as well. And just drop the colours so people can see what it's going to become later on. Another pair of colours is that and that. But yeah, guys, if you've got a suggestion for a raid, now's the time, because once I've dropped all the colours in, I will be raiding. But yeah, I think literally all there's left, yeah, is these rope colours, which I've made them practically all the same colour. So we want to just pick up that rope colour. Just zoom in, I think. There we go. Because like I say, with him, because he's got a few more bit complex designs, I wanted to keep his colour scheme simple as possible. There we go. Just in between the toes here. Like I say, what we're going to do is just drop all these colours in where I think the colours should be dropped. There we go. And just drop them all in. I actually really love the colour scheme he's actually got at the moment. It's just looks, I actually really do. Like, now I've got like a bit more of a better picture of him. I definitely did the right decisions with his colour scheme. Like, it's got that Spartan / Chinese-esque look on him, and that's what I wanted to do. Sort of give him that sort of vibe about him. And then any pattern stuff. Right, any last minute pattern stuff do we need to do? Yes, we do. So there are some things we need to do. So like, obviously we're going to jump up a layer and just start like just in etching signs and stuff, because I've just realized there's a lot of things I've missed out. So we need to do that. On his belt, there's like a sort of, there we go. Yeah. And then obviously we need to divide this up a little bit quickly. Just sort of, and then just sort of, that's it. Oh no, edit, undo. Just do that, because like, just make it as Greek as possible, and just that as well, and just sort of, there we go. Awesome. And that's actually on the back of his arm, so we need to make that okay, and then just make it stick out, and then awesome, and then just sort of, that's it. Awesome. So you could tell that's something on the back of his arm. I'm gonna leave that blank because I think that'll just overdo it. So, but yeah, I think we got it nailed here, because then we've got some Chinese symbols going on and stuff like that. That's going to be dark shadowed anyway, so we can't really see what it is. His shoulder pad has no patterns. That has no patterns. So I'm just make sure it like sort of like, there we go. A little bit here, down there. Just sort of get that wing done. Clip it in. So as you can see, he's done. So next week it'll be shading, Bex, then background. So save, and we are going to save that as we are going to raid somebody now, because I've gone 4 minutes over, but it's well worth it. PNG, and then yes, awesome. Right, we're going to find somebody to raid. Let's see, raid. Who we got on that we can raid? I'm hoping Frosty is on right now because I want to actually raid him. So Mikey Manga's on. Yeah, no, he's not on right now. Nim's doing a charity stream at the moment. So if you do, we have raided Nim last time. Just trying to think who I should raid. Do you know what? Raid this person. This person's really lovely. So there we go. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to buy my manga series, Vamp the Lost Soul. I do have them as ebooks on Amazon and Google, ebooks only. And you've got my physical books available. If you directly message me, I will arrange, obviously, the price and send it to you and all that fun stuff. Anyways, guys, this is Vamp the Lost Soul. The truth more than it seems. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening, lovely people. And I'll see you all later. Bye.